He married her just to make someone else cry. That was the day I knew love could be dangerous. My name is Eno. I am from a small village called Idomi, not far from Calabar. I'm a tailor. I sew clothes for men, women, even babies. My shop is just behind the big mango tree near the market square. That is where I saw everything begin. That is where the story of the revenge marriage started. It all began with a boy named Effiong. Effiong was tall and light-skinned, with a loud laugh and white teeth. Everybody liked him. The girls liked him more. He was a carpenter. He made beds, tables, chairs, and even coffins. His hands were strong, and his heart was soft, at least in the beginning. He was in love with a girl named Anwen. Anwen was like the morning sun, quiet, beautiful, and kind. She sold akara beside her mother's shop. Whenever Effiong passed, he would stop to buy one, even if he didn't have money. She would laugh and give him for free. People called them husband and wife, even though they were not married yet. We all knew the wedding was coming soon. They were perfect together. But something bad happened. Anwen's uncle was a rich man. He lived in the city. One day, he came back to the village in a big car. He saw Anwen and said she was too pretty to marry a poor carpenter. He told her mother that she must marry a man from the city, his business friend, Mr. Adamu, a man she had never met, a man who was older than her father, a man with 3 wives already. Anwen cried. She begged. She told her mother that her heart already belonged to Effiong. But her mother said, love does not buy rice. They forced her to agree. They said she had no choice. Effiong came to the house that night, shouting and crying. He begged them to stop, but they laughed at him and called him village boy. 3 weeks later, Anwen was married to Mr. Adamu. Effiong did not come out of his house for many days. He stopped laughing. He stopped eating. He even stopped working. We all thought he would leave the village or run mad. But one day, he walked into my shop with a big smile on his face. I want a wedding shirt, he said. A wedding shirt? I asked. Whose wedding? Mine. I was surprised, but I said nothing. He gave me money and said the wedding would be next week. He had already picked a girl. Her name was Ikaet. Ikaet was not like Anwen. She was loud. She was rude. She always looked angry. People said she liked to gossip and fight in the market. Even her own mother said she had a hot head. Nobody ever expected her to marry a calm man like Effiong. But the wedding happened. It was big. There was food, music, and dancing. But something was strange. Effiong didn't look happy. He smiled, yes, but his eyes were empty. Ikaet looked happy, though. She danced and shouted, I am now a wife, over and over. After the wedding, everything changed. Effiong started building a big house. People said he was now working day and night. He got money somehow. Some said he joined a building company in town. Others said he traveled and came back richer. Whatever it was, he became important. Then strange things began to happen. He would take Ikaet to parties and make sure Anwen was there. He would buy Ikaet gold and loud dresses and make sure Anwen saw. He would hold Ikaet's hand in public and kiss her forehead while looking straight at Anwen. One day, at the stream, I heard Ikaet talking to a friend. She said, he doesn't love me. He only married me to show her that he's doing fine. That's when I understood. It was a revenge marriage. Effiong didn't marry Ikaet because he loved her. He married her to punish Anwen. It worked. Anwen became quiet. She stopped smiling. Even though her husband, Mr. Adamu, had money, she looked like a bird trapped in a cage. She came to the market only when she had to. She never wore makeup or did her hair anymore. Sometimes she would stand far away and just watch Effiong and Ikaet with sad eyes. But Effiong's revenge did not bring him peace. Ikaet became angry all the time. She started fighting with him. She said, I'm not your tool. I am your wife. One day, she broke his mirror. Another day, she poured water on his food. People said she slapped his apprentice. Things were not fine in the house. One morning, Effiong came to my shop again. He sat down, very quiet. Malachi, he said, that's my middle name. I made a mistake. I looked at him. His face looked tired. His hands shook. I married the wrong person to hurt the right one. What will you do now? I asked. He shook his head. I don't know. Time passed. Effiong and Ikaet stayed together, but the love never came. They had children, But even the children saw the pain. Ikaet got older and quieter. Efyong stopped showing off. He still worked, but the fire in him died. As for Anwen, she left Mr. Adamu after 5 years. He married a younger woman, and she was sent back to her mother's house. She started a small agribusiness again, this time near the school. She looked older, but she smiled more often. One day, I saw Efyong and Anwen talking under the mango tree. Not close, not romantic, just talking, like old friends. Maybe they were saying sorry. Maybe they were just remembering what could have been. Now, when young boys come to my shop talking about love and heartbreak, I tell them this story. Don't marry to prove a point. I say, don't marry to cause pain. Because love should never be war, and revenge should never wear a wedding dress.